The Humboldt bus crash, it still resonates with people in Saskatchewan, people all around the world, actually. 16 people were killed in that crash, 13 survived. The Humboldt members of the Humboldt Broncos were on board. One of those survivors is Tyler Smith, and he joins us. Hi, Tyler.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much for joining us. You've been talking a lot about mental health since you were recovering from this crash physically, that is. How have you been feeling these days?
Good for the most part. I guess it's just one thing that I've lived by since this all happened is definitely just an everyday thing. So I think just being able to keep consistently surround myself with my friends and family who love and care for me is a big thing for me, and just being able to, like I said, move forward and obviously it's something that we'll never forget. It's on my mind. It's on our minds every day for the rest of our lives. So I don't think that's never going away, and I never want to forget those beautiful lives that we lost. So that's an important thing for me.
When you say it's always on your mind, what do you mean by that a little more specifically?
I think the main thing about that is just like the unanswered questions that we'll never get. Just the whys, the whys of why did this happen, and why those people, and why us, and all that. And unfortunately, in our situation, we're never going to get those answers. So that's another part of being able to move forward, is just being able to obviously remember each and every one of them every day is something that I like to do. It's something that keeps me grounded, and it's something that keeps me moving forward. I think we all have embraced that there's going to be good and bad days. So just being able to keep moving forward, and no matter what day comes, you never really know what's going to happen tomorrow. So.
Now, you've been public about mental health, and you've had some public speaking engagements. You have a clothing line for charity that we'll talk about in a moment. What got you thinking of doing that?
I think the original thinking behind that was honestly just to kind of realize that there's a lot of other people that were in my shoes. In those shoes of putting my emotions on the back burner, not being vulnerable, not opening up, not utilizing the resources and the people around me, and just, for a man, just being that kind of tough, masculine person that can be there for everybody else, but never really worries about himself. So that's something that I always lived by, definitely, just being able to kind of worry about others around me instead of myself. So being able to put myself at the forefront instead of on the back burner was a very hard adjustment, but it's ultimately got me to where I am today. So I think just being able to help push other people to be vulnerable and open up and be proud of themselves for doing that. I think that's a big thing as well. Just being able to be proud of yourself for making that courageous and brave step of realizing that you are struggling and you are whether that be counseling, just chatting with friends and family, whatever it may be.
Well, there are people, understandably so, who would not want to talk about anything about this. They keep it inside them, and that's fine, I guess. I don't know, but there was something that happened in your mind that you decided to take it to that next level. It's not just talking to family and friends, being very public about it. What made you go to that next step?
I actually didn't have any intentions or plans of making that big step. There was a platform that came to me. They were called Unthinkable, and they're still doing the great things in the mental health world today. But they came to me and just asked me to write my story down, and then they would release it on their website. And whoever can read it and whoever kind of gets something from it. But I ended up receiving quite a bit of love and support from my story, and I never really put into fruition oh wow, this could be a thing. I'm in this position where I could help other people with their mental health, and help other people realize that there is hope, and hopefully inspire people to take care of themselves and put themselves at the forefront, especially their mental health. So like I said, there was no original intentions or plans of it, but it's definitely something I'm passionate about now, and it's definitely something that I want to continue learning about and growing with while I also take care of myself in this process.
Well, given the tragedy that you survived, um, and you do openly talk about your emotions and how you feel about this, what difference do you think it's made to people out there?
I mean, I definitely can't speak for everybody or anybody that's reached out or whatever it may be. But one thing I have realized is that everybody has a story, and I mean, obviously, that day will resonate, or that day will always be something that we think about. But I mean, everybody has a story, and everybody's fighting their own battle. So, if I can be a little piece of their fight through their own battle and be that little piece that gives them the hope to push forward through the next day and realize that there is sometimes a light at the end of the tunnel is something that I want to continue doing, and that's something that I am definitely striving for.
You talked about the special people you lost that day, the special friends, the dear friends. How do their family members feel about you being open this way and trying to help in your way? What have you heard from the family members?
I mean, I think that it's just pure love and pure support, and we're bonded for life. And I don't think anybody is, like we love each other, and that's what we have. We have 29 beautiful families, and we're always going to keep the legacies alive of the people who we lost, and just being able to have their support is something that keeps me going. If I didn't have their support in this, I don't think I would be able to obviously do what I do or kind of continue pushing forward each and every day. Because I mean, those are 29 amazing families, and we have that strong connection, and just being able to chat with them. I mean, obviously we can't get together or anything like that, but just being able to always know that they're in my corner and I'm in their corner is something that I will forever cherish, and I don't think that that'll ever go away. I mean, if I can have all 29 families at my wedding, I think that'll be a thing. So
Let's look ahead a little bit to you personally. First of all, you're in Calgary. You're an Alberta kid anyway. But you played hockey in Saskatchewan. You're now in school. What are you taking?
so I'm in my fourth semester of radio and television. I guess now television broadcasting. So I'm down in Calgary doing an internship for that to finish up my diploma, and then we'll see what happens after that. I mean, I don't have any crazy future plans. I just want to kind of take it day by day right now and learn as much as I can as I go and see what happens. I mean, like I said, you never know what's going to happen, and you never know what the future's going to bring. So I'm just going to just stay optimistic and keep pushing forward and stay in the mental health world, but also realize that I'm in school and I need to focus on that as well. So.
And also the second thing is you had a clothing line come out in aid of charity, and it was to promote mental health awareness. The did quite well, and now you're pushing this for a second stage of production. Tell me a little bit about that for people at home to know.
Yeah, I originally had no real plans of making it what it is. I just went to the I'm close family friends with the people in the embroidery shop in Leduc where I'm from, and I went to them with this idea, and I originally just got 3 hoodies made, one for me, one for my girlfriend, and one for my brother, and we ended up going on a hike, and we took some pictures in the hoodie, and not everybody, but a couple individuals asked where I got it, how they could get it, and I thought to myself, if I'm able to make these sweaters and make these clothes with messages that mean a lot to me across them, then hopefully initiate these tough conversations. And I think that was an easy decision for me to move forward with it and to keep, like I said, keep giving people that hope. And I mean, if it's a simple phrase on a sweater and they could look down and just remember that they're not alone, I think that's something that gets overlooked a little much. So we need to sometimes just get back to the basics and like I said, realize that you truly are not alone in this.
Well, thank you very much, Tyler, for taking the time to talk to us and share your experiences. And I know you're helping many by speaking out. So wishing you all the best and good health to you.
Appreciate it very much, Costa. Yeah, absolutely. And all the best and hope you stay safe in this.
Will do. Bye-bye for now.
Take care.